Hello, well this is a short video on another section 176A judgment, this time a judgment of His Honour Judge Pearl QC, and it's in the case of Re International Sections Limited in liquidation, which is 2009 square brackets, England and Wales High Court at page 137 in the Chancery Division. Why is this case important? Well, as I've said, it's a section 176A of the Insolvency Act 1986 case, and therefore it relates to the prescribed part, and that distribution mechanism in our hierarchy, in our waterfall, that sees a specific element of value saved for the benefit of unsecured creditors. What the court report proposed as the 10% fund, which of course didn't come to pass until the Enterprise Act 2002 reforms that introduced 176A into the 86 Act. Well, International Sections Limited in liquidation is important for us because, of course, what it shows us is that even though the costs of distribution of the prescribed part are relatively high as compared with what will be distributed to the unsecured creditors, His Honour Judge Pearl QC still thinks that those distributions should be made. And in so doing, of course, he helps bolster the idea that the prescribed part is an important set of provisions to facilitate unsecured creditor involvement in our hierarchy of distribution, in particular to stop unsecured creditor apathy. Well, what were the figures that were involved? Well, there was total exposure to unsecured creditors. There were 66 unsecured creditors that were known, and they were owed a total of £230,000 approximately. So £230,000, but the liquidators had only raised £18,655. So as a consequence, the prescribed part was £6,731 only. So £6,731. But unfortunately, the costs of administering and distributing that pot was £3,332. Meaning then that there was only a balance of £3,409 to distribute, which, divided amongst those 66 creditors who are owed just over £250,000, would mean that a dividend of 1.48 pence in the pound was that which was realised and distributed to those 66 unsecured creditors. So the IPs, the office holders, of course, think that this small sum, supposedly paltry sum, should allow them, and the cost of its distribution, should allow them to disapply the prescribed part. So it comes before His Honour Judge Pearl QC, who refuses the application. And as I've already said, causes that prescribed part, albeit a small sum, 1.48 pence in the pound, to be distributed. And in so doing, bolsters section 176A's effect and helps reduce apathy. So that's International Sections in liquidation. Have a think about that case and how it helps bolster the prescribed part, and perhaps therefore an attempt to help out our unsecured creditors and stop apathy within our subject. So from here, I now bid you goodbye. Goodbye.